Check. We're live. All right, beautiful. We'll be going. We'll be ranting on this show very quickly. I'm gonna get Robin here, and we're gonna start. Stop the copyright. Stop the copyright. Alright, we're starting the stream up, guys. What's up, guys, in the stream? We have a very fun video coming up. I'll try to do my intro, but I'm trying to control my rage at this moment. Trying to just... Oh, finally! Finally! It's fine. Okay. Alright. We're streaming in 3, 2, 1.
And let your face. I want to hear this.
I'm gonna let it sink in.
Give me a second. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
I want to tell... Oh. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
They don't deserve an intro. They don't deserve an intro. This is bad.
Go up on this bitch!
Listen, you're not gonna get a happy Brian. You're not gonna get a sad Brian. You're gonna get a mixed emotions.
Hold on a minute. Tiny, and we wish you well, and we hope you can come back soon.
Yeah, I heard Tiny had a bit of an accident. I hope he's okay.
But back on topic.
Back on topic. Okay. Let me tell you a nice little story, okay? This is a nice little story. His name is Husky Harris, aka Bray Wyatt. Y'all know him as he was CM Punk's big fat boy in the Nexus. We all know. That's why we have Huskus the Pig Bear, which we'll get to. Okay. Yeah. So you have Huskus. He's kind of a big dude, just going on a rampage, helping CM Punk with the terrible new Nexus. I'm like, oh, this dude has no future. Who's this guy? Then he officially signs a contract with WWE, and we don't see him for a while. Until around 2013, we start getting these vignettes. These weird, creepy, weird vignettes of a goat mask, Bray Wyatt in the background in a chair, and his brothers. And we're wondering, oh, what is this? Is this a new character? Is this a new guy coming to the business? Who is this? Come to find out, on a random night of Raw to prepare for SummerSlam. This, by the way, this one Kane was wrestling like full time. Keep that in mind. We get a strange attack from these two big dudes. Guy with a red beard, guy with the short hair, and a clothesline. That's Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. And we're wondering, who are these two dudes? These dudes are beating the hell out of Kane. And it seems like there's something planned. But then, for the first time, we see this new revised Husky Harris. He's got a shorter beard. He's grown a full beard. Hat, hair, shirt, like vacation pants and shoes. Most of those are usually made out of leather or snake. Let me introduce you to Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds. Yes, Bray Wyatt, the Eater of Worlds. Now, when I first reacted to this, because I started watching WWE in 2012, this was right before Bray Wyatt debuted, I was kind of mixed about it. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know who he was, because I was a little kid just watching wrestling, enjoying wrestling, because I didn't know the ins and outs. But now I know the ins and outs, so I know what's bad and what's good wrestling. What's fake and what's not scripted and not scripted. So I know those differences now because I learned from a lot of people, Rob especially.
Yep.
So we see this new formation of Husky Harris. He goes on an absolute rampage. The two brothers, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, they win the tag belts. Bray Wyatt beats Kane in an Inferno match, and we're going for there. Then Bray Wyatt goes on a rampage of just beating opponents left and right. Same with the tag team champs. Unfortunately, the champs, Harper and Rowan, fall short to the Usos, but in a fantastic match. I do remember that. That was Money in the Bank. I believe the pre-show, And pre-shows usually, I think, and you could say this, I think pre-shows are better in the earlier years than now. Honestly. Because, at least on the pre-show in the years before, in the decade, they actually cared. They had title matches, they had good matches, and they had quality matches. Good matches to start off. So far, these pre-shows have been very disappointing. Especially. Because usually you would think a pre-show is to build talent. It's to build talent to get them ready for the main show. But they're not using it as that. They're using it as something else. That's why I love AEW's concept of putting good stars on a pre-show with either a battle royale or or just a singles match or a grudge match. It's good booking. It's good. It's actually genius, actually. So that's why. That's near there. So Bray Wyatt goes on a run. Then we get to the things where things get start interesting. We get an amazing feud at Elimination Chamber. The Shield, which by the way the Shield were together at this point, and the Wyatt family. This match kicked ass. This match was brutal. This match was fun. This match was crazy. There was some surprising moments, some crazy moments. This was before the Chamber, by the way. I don't remember what year exactly. They were just going left and right. It was crazy. Loved the match. It's one of my favorite 3-on-3 dream matches of all time. This is one of my favorites. It's that damn good. And Bray Wyatt, the man himself, gets another victory by pinning Roman Reigns, which is impressive. Because that's Vince's baby boy before he was the baby child of him. So we're like, oh, okay, this Bray Wyatt dude he ain't playing around. But then we get to Rumble. Bray Wyatt's nowhere to be seen. Everybody's like, yo, where Bray Wyatt? Where Bray Wyatt at? They must be preparing something big. And they do. Because on the night of Monday Night Raw, Bray Wyatt is wearing a John Cena shirt. Everyone's like, whoa, why is Bray Wyatt wearing a green John Cena shirt? Well, because it's officially confirmed, it is Bray Wyatt John Cena at WrestleMania. Now everyone was nervous, oh, he's gonna lose, oh, this and that, but I was like, dude, if he loses, there's something wrong. And this feud was great. The build-up, by the way, I think WrestleMania 30 had the two best hype promos. Triple H and Daniel Bryan had the music from Imagine Dragons, and then this one had the Eminem song, which actually worked very well with the match. It just worked, which is crazy to me. An Eminem song working, I think it was called Legacy. That worked fantastically. I don't know how they did it, but shout out WWE. Production is crazy.
Guys, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm inviting Mr. Pro Gamer in here.
If he even wants to. He's been pretty depressed lately. I don't know what's going on with him. Oh yeah, because he's always up at night. Why ain't getting on no sleep? Bro, get some sleep, my guy. I get sleep every day.
Also, guys, either the day tomorrow, me and Brown will sit down and we'll talk about custom leagues.
Yeah, we have a lot of MLB news. We'll go all over that tomorrow when I get the chance. What's up, Doc?
We are in serious fucking rage right now.
And this is just the beginning. So
Goldberg defeated the Fiend with how many spears?
I can't even count. I couldn't even count. Which we'll get to the match in a second. So,
God, from my perspective, and you know me on pay-per-views, I was right at the Rumble, and they fucked me on it.
yeah.
I was right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, at WrestleMania. It is going to be Goldberg versus Roman for the Universal Championship, and John Cena versus Bray Wyatt.
Which I'll get to later. So basically, he goes on this monster run, he faces Cena. Unfortunately, he loses, but a lot of people weren't too nervous because he won at Extreme Rules the following month. So it was a tied 1-1. I don't think they ever had a grudge match.
Wait, what?
No, they never had a grudge match. I remember now that they never had a match. So this could, so if this happens now, this will be the grudge match. This will end it because it's still 1-1. They never had a match after Extreme Rules.
If they let John Cena win it, no.
It's still 1-1. I just remember because they never fought again. Because Cena didn't see Bray Wyatt until like, what was it, like WrestleMania 32?
What are you talking about, the Goldberg? Shut up, Ethan. Are you happy about that?
I swear if he said he's happy, I'm about to... This man's happy. He won.
Anyway.
Calm down.
We're gonna continue.
Alright, so unfortunately after the Cena feud, Bray Wyatt gets injured and we don't know where he is. He's just injured. Then he comes back, I think about a year later, when the Shield split and Dean Ambrose is on his own. He's taking on a feud, in a very intense feud, with Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. These weird lights come on, and I think this is where the Fiend lighting kind of came from, was the white ghost lighting. And we're wondering, what the hell is this in the ring? And it's saying like weird words, gibberish words. I couldn't tell out what he was saying. And you just see Bray Wyatt just clothesline Dean Ambrose, like, holy shit, Bray Wyatt's back. We have not seen Bray Wyatt in months. Where has he been? And then his sister Abigail's Dean, and then Rollins picks up the victory, and then we get the feud. The only match they had was at TLC with the most weirdest finish with the TV spot. I think Rob remembers this, where Dean Ambrose was going to try to slap Bray with a TV, and it just exploded. Yeah, it just exploded. But that's the only match they had, and Bray Wyatt hit him with Sister Abigail. He won that feud. So Bray's getting on the ups, right? It just dropped all the way down. He lost to Rollins, he lost to Randy, he lost to Roman, he lost to so many people. It just dipped all the way down. It kind of rose up when they got Braun, and then it dipped all the way back down. So, after they split the new Wyatt family up, Bray is gone for months. We have no clue where he is. He teamed up with Matt Hardy. He teamed up with Matt Hardy for a short bit, a little bit, and then he truly left. We're like, where did Bray go? So Bray went to go do surgery, and also reform himself. And everyone's wondering, what is this reform going to be?
These strange ass vignettes.
So here we go. So Bray Wyatt is showing pictures, and this is before we even got to the vignettes. He started showing gym pictures. Look at him getting fit. He's getting fit. He's looking strong. He's looking like, holy shit, he's looking amazing. It was like, and he's even got the new hairstyle, and it was like, what could this mean? So, right after that, we start getting these very strange doll vignettes. I think even one of them had, like, Abby the Witch.
Hey, I almost said it's the first time we've seen the Pop-Up
We'll get to that, we'll get to that, wait, we'll get to that. Wait, we'll get to that.
Oh shit, I'm late.
You're going too fast. So they're showing the weird vignettes, and we're like, could this be the reformation of Bray Wyatt? And finally, I don't remember what month exact. I'll say November. Somewhere in November, a weird advertise popped up, and it says Firefly Funhouse, and we're like, holy shit, is that Bray Wyatt? And we see a Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt, and we're like, whoa, wait, what? And we're looking at him like, whoa, what? Wait, what?
And I told Brian, the moment it ended, I was like, what the fuck did you do to Bray Wyatt?
Like, that's legitimately what I said at first. And I'm looking, I'm like, wait, what is this?
Wait a minute.
Be? Wait. And then he has like the nice little, like, what is it, like what Mr. Rogers has, the vest, like the sweater that he has. By the way, shout out to Tom Hanks for doing the beautiful
yes.
Yeah, he actually got an Oscar nomination. He didn't win because Joaquin won. Shout out Joaquin Phoenix.
A lot of people don't know about Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
He was in the army, and he wears long sleeves to cover up his tattoo.
Right. So for Tom Hanks to play Mr. Rogers in the It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood
meant to see that.
was awesome. Great movie. However, he didn't win the Oscar because, of course, my guy Joker Joaquin was good. Joaquin. I had a feeling he was gonna win it because he was the best actor of the year.
He can't hear you.
Dude, does he have you muted? Oh, my bad, my bad. Hey, can you hear me now? Sorry, I had you muted because Ye wanted me to mute you. But yeah, so shout out to Joaquin for winning. Joker, very good movie. Point is, so we see this. It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Tom Hanks type person, Bray Wyatt, and we're like, we don't know what to think. We're confused. We're like, what does this mean?
What the hell is this?
So then we get introduced to Abby the Witch and Mercy the Buzzard. Oh, and also we also get introduced to Rambo Rabbit, but that comes a little later. That comes in a later episode.
Oh, T-Mac. I'm playing NBA Ultimate Unlimited on 19. I did the overall cheese where you put a bunch of bums on your freaking team.
Bruh, don't get me started with that. But yeah, so basically we see these puppets and we're like, what do they mean? Well, a lot of people did research, and Abby the Witch means Sister Abigail. Mercy the Buzzard means, I think it was his house, I believe. And then, actually no, it meant his doctor patient. Because he had a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist's name was Dr. Mercy. That was Mercy the Buzzard. The rabbit, I don't know what it meant. It meant something, but I forgot. And then, of course, my boy, Husky the Pig Boy, means Husky Harris, which is pretty obvious. So, we find out these are episodes. They're like little like shows. They're like, what was it, like 3-minute clips, 4-minute clips?
Yep.
Of just like shows. He's like bringing in the devil. There was like some sneaky devil stuff he did in some of the episodes. And we're like, what does this mean? Let's go to episode 3. So episode 3 starts out with Bray Wyatt talking about a secret. He wants to reveal something he's been working on. And everyone's like, whoa, what could this be? By the way, everyone was loving Bray Wyatt by this point. Everyone's like, this is actually kind of cool. It was pretty funny too. Some of the segments were hilarious.
I'm sorry, I like normal Bray Wyatt better than the Fiend, though.
It really depends on what you think. Because if you like, you know, either World's Bray Wyatt, you know, because there's two different personalities. Because either Worlds was like a cult following. And then the Fiend was just, yeah, it had a following because follow the leader, because that's what he said in the final episode, follow the leader. Which that means
I got you jumping, kid. Stop jumping.
But it depends on how you see it. So you had that. And then the bigger reveal. So we've seen the vignettes again pop up as the episode's going by, and it gets creepier and creepier. And about 5 seconds later, you see a giant man in a weirdly coat, red striped pants, shoes, and a shirt, and a creepy ass mask, and we're like, what the fuck is that? We all looked like, what the fuck is that, Bray Wyatt? And then he said yowie wowie at the end. We're like, oh my god, that's Bray Wyatt. That's his new monster persona. We're out of here. We're out of here. Everyone was like, bro, we need this dude to the WWE. Like, everyone's like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then the episodes went by, and the episodes went by.
Bro, I'm winning 11.
Then he gets more crazy. Then he reveals the Fiend Mallet beats Ramen Rabbit for jelly, which was absolutely crazy.
That was messed up.
That was messed up as fuck. And they made a T-shirt out of it, which is even weirder. They made a T-shirt out of it, which was weird. Don't know why. It's weird. It always creeps me out. And then we find out, and then everyone finds out. So the reason these episodes happen is because there was a poem that Bray put out in 2015 when he was normal Bray Wyatt, Eat of Worlds, but nobody knew what it meant. So then he reposted it, and then everyone figured out those are the name of the episodes. So there was the angel with burnt wings. There was something else, something else, something else, something else, something else. And there were eight lines. So that means 8 episodes. Everyone figured it out. They're like, oh my god, these are what the episode names are. This is awesome. That's how you know Bray's a genius. So, now we figured that out, and now we're on to the best episode, in my opinion, of the Firefly Funhouse. It starts out with Bray talking about the world is a lie. This is basically, he's basically calling the world liars. That's basically what it's saying. And then he starts watering plants. You know, basically, we're all wondering where were the puppets? Because like nobody was there. It was just him. And then it turned into craziness, because then the ceiling was shown where like it shows is just like a studio with like props, and then we hear this "join us," and everyone's like, oh, is this happening? And then the final words before we hear a weird mix-up. He says, "Follow the leader." Now everyone was like, what does that mean? People assumed that it meant Bray Wyatt has either escaped onto the real life scene, or he's going to do more episodes and lead up to another return. If you guess number 1, you're correct. So it basically led to him returning. So they played the song, which is a mix-up of the Muscle Man dance and different tunes, which was interesting.
Muscle Man dance.
Do the Muscle Man dance. And they like did like different, like they did a rap, they did a country, they did a death metal, like it was really weird. And they also showed like the mental folly, like let me in, follow the leader, like it was really creepy. Then the Fiend returns. However, his mask is a lot more conformed. They made it more kid-like, kind of like a scary kid, Mr. Roger.
Yes, because that's what because the WWE, because Vince was told that he had to make it because kids were getting too scared.
I don't know if that story's true.
Fuck it, let them get scared.
I know it is.
Fuck it, let them get scared. That's the part of it.
I mean, everybody was still scared. It was still scary when we all saw it. We're like, holy shit, this looks scary. It's still scary to this day, even though they don't use the red light anymore. It is still scary. It is still scary, you know. And I pray at WrestleMania we don't get a red light. I'm just praying.
No, hell no. It's only meant for Kane.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, so that happens.
Why you
the mask gets tuned up. His makeup is a little more middle, because I think the first mask he revealed, I think that was a prototype. Then the last mask is the official mask, with a couple little touch-ups in the real life because it's Bray Wyatt under the mask. But mostly, it's been touched up a lot, and it looks a lot more different, but also looks really scary still. He even has the gloves on, and he has the hurt and heal, and then he finally says, "Let me in," and then he disappears. And I was like, oh my god, is he finally escaping? And the answer is yes. Give it about a couple months later, going into SummerSlam, Finn Balor just had a match. I don't remember who it was against. Had a match.
Then the lights went out.
And then lights started going out. Lights started flickering. And they're like stage lights.
Here we go.
It was like stage, and then all the lights drop. And then we hear action in the ring. We hear punches and kicks and strikes. And then we hear this weird screeching sound. And it's Bray Wyatt in the ring in a Sister Abigail position, the Fiend looking at Finn Balor like, you're gonna die. And hits him with a Sister Abigail right after. And everyone's like, holy shit, Bray Wyatt's back. And he looked insanely scary. I still remember seeing that. I was like, this dude is creepy as hell. It was insane. I was like, holy shit, Bray Wyatt's back. And to this day, that's how you know the Fiend attacks, when the lights are out.
Oh, he's gone. Is this man leaving? So, he left again.
So
I made the man rage quit.
Basically, that happened. Then we go a couple weeks after on SmackDown, and we get the first official backstage Firefly Funhouse.
I made a man rage quit on 2K.
And it was absolutely amazing, and Balor challenged The Fiend to a match at SummerSlam. The Fiend, of course, accepted. Bray Wyatt accepted the match. And the Fiend said, "Who will see you at SummerSlam?" And everyone's like, "We're gonna finally see the Fiend wrestle. How is it gonna work?" Then the Fiend goes on an attacking rage. He mandible clawed Jerry the King. He got Kurt Angle.
Man, rage quit.
He got Kurt Angle. He got Finn.
That
He got
bogus.
Finn. And he got Jerry the King.
Mick Foley.
Oh, also
There's
Mick.
no
Oh yeah, that's where he got the
need
mandible
to-
claw. My bad, almost got Mick Foley. He got Mick Foley. So basically took the mandible claw from Mick Foley and used it as his own. But Mick Foley allowed it, so he gets his fun. So he does the mandible claw for the first time, and we're like, this is probably gonna be his new finisher, choking him with that glove, because that glove, it's a lot thicker than you think.
I just made a man rage quit on 2K Unlimited.
Crazy.
22
but yeah.
to 7.
SummerSlam rolls around, everyone's excited to see what this Fiend entrance will be looking at. So Finn Balor comes out into his normal Balor Club.
And if you don't know, we are streaming this live.
Yeah, go down in the live stream section of my YouTube videos. It's there. You just have to look for it. It's 2019 SummerSlam live. I think it's like live reaction, live party, something like that.
I knew Goldberg was gonna win. That's why I'm not that mad about it.
It's me. It was me. It was me, Manny, Ty, Robert, and I told everyone, "Shut the fuck up. We need to listen to this." And the lights are dimming out. It says, "Let me in" on the screen, and everyone's like, "Holy shit, what's gonna happen?" The first thing I see is a mannequin head. I'm like, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?" We all said, "What the hell is that?" And he raised it up. It's a lantern. And guess what? That's the old Bray Wyatt head. And all of us were creeping out. Like, me and Rob were like, "Holy shit." Like me and Rob were like, "What is happening?" Even Manny was like, what is that?" I'm like, "It's basically Bray Wyatt's head on the Fiend's lantern." Like, what? So then he goes to the ring, and then we hear the vocals of an old remix made by Code Orange, which Code Orange confirmed they did the remix. They by the way, Code Orange is the people that did Aleister Black's theme, and I think, oh, they did another theme. I can't think of it. Oh my god. I can't think of the other theme. But they did one more theme. They did that one, and they did the Bray Wyatt remix. I think it's was it Layers and Fear or whatever it is? I forgot what it's called. But it was sick. It was one of the coolest remixes I've ever seen. One of the coolest remixes I've ever seen. One of the best remixes I've ever heard. Then it goes by, and then Bray absolutely destroys Finn Balor in a matter of like 7 minutes. He cracked his neck. He threw him around, caught him in a mandible claw, put him to sleep. Then the weeks go by, and everyone's like, he's got to get a Universal title match soon enough. His next target is Seth freaking Rollins. So, after Night of Champs, he gets attacked. He gets mandible clawed. The Fiend wants the Universal title, and everyone's like, "Give him the title! Give him the title!" And everyone's like, "Give him the title."
Besides me.
Garbage in here.
Besides me, I was the only one saying no.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because I thought it was the same reason why I said he was gonna lose to Seth Rollins in that disqualification or whatever, because he was too early.
But still, though, he was the hottest man, dude, and he was the #1 contender. Rollins had no other competition.
Yeah, but it was still too early because he's only had a match.
Hey, that's what you think. That's what you think. I think it was time for him to just take that title and just take off, because he's gonna go on an upward trajectory, up and away. So we finally get the match. Hell in a Cell rules, which is the first thing they introduced the red cage, which was so dumb. And I think they kind of made, I wouldn't say they made the Fiend dumb. They just made the Fiend match just look terrible. They did this awful red lighting for the entire match. I thought it was just a cool effect at first, and then it just got blinding. I could not see anything. I barely saw Rollins. I barely saw the Fiend. but this is where I think the genre trajectory kind of caused this. So the Fiend, a lot of people saying Rollins is either gonna get pinned clean or there's gonna be some shickery and the Fiend wins. That wasn't the case though, and I still hate this finish. How do you get a DQ in a Hell in a Cell match?
Oh, you're killing the man?
It's no DQ, Ty!
But you're still killing the man!
Rob, are you here? Rob, I know you're quiet. I need you to speak up right now. Rob. Oh my god.
If you're in the ref position and you see a man beating on another man with a freaking sledgehammer with chairs over him, you're gonna let the match continue?
It's no DQ! They can do whatever the hell they want! If you saw Moxie Omega, they just let him do whatever the hell they want, and they did some bullshit that
that's AEW!
I don't care! It's the same thing!
You see the man's getting beat down with a freaking sledgehammer.
It is the worst finish! I'm not having this conversation ever again! That's enough!
Sir, I had a phone call.
Oh, that's fine.
I didn't mean
Listen, I'm just trying to tell this little ass bitch that I hate the Hell in a Cell finish because I'm up to that part where we're talking about Bray Wyatt and his first title.
No, that was bull! That was bull!
So basically, I thought Bray was going to win the title. We had the worst Hell in a Cell finish of all time. Fuck.
Really?
That's why I need you to step in.
I'm just trying to explain to the man.
Forget about it. But Ty,
Man,
no
if you're a
DQ.
referee, you see a man beating on a man with a sledgehammer with
But it was
chairs under him.
scripted though. It wasn't like real. If it were real, then yeah, you stop the fight. But like, it was scripted wrestling. Usually that would let the match continue.
For the ref to do that because they wanted because you're trying to. The reason that they did that is because they're trying to make it look real.
No, I'm not saying because I understand where people were coming from. Where like they tried to stop it because the Fiend was hurt. I get that. But why did they say DQ? That's their fault.
That's bullshit.
It should have been the reason the Fiend cannot continue because we thought he was dead, when really he wasn't even dead because he's not human.
It should have went not no DQ, but can no longer continue.
No contest. It should just win no contest because the Fiend was out cold. That's a no contest.
Either way, Rollins would have retained the title, so.
But I would have been fine with that because if you say no contest, fine, I'm cool with that because no contest is no contest. I would have been a little bit mad, but I wouldn't be too mad because they actually explained it. But they explained it in the worst way possible. That's the problem. That's why it's one of the worst Hell in a Cell finishes because the way they explained it after, that's the worst way to explain it. And Bray Wyatt has even said in his interviews when he's on those radio shows, that was one of the worst finishes he's had. And it wasn't even his fault. But that's where everyone's like, oh, that was his time, and stuff like that. So then that goes by.
Of course, yeah.
He doesn't fight Rollins. I think actually Bray went on a little break.
You guys know that I downloaded Destiny 2 for some reason? I don't know why.
But why though?
I don't know.
I still have mine downloaded, of course.
Well, anyway. you played almost every day, so I used to play it on playing. By the way, guys, I'm gonna have a Royal Rumble go in the background, so you guys wanna. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that happens. Bray Wyatt is kind of on a hiatus. He just does Firefly Funhouse segments until we find out who he faces next. He gets Rollins one more time. Super Showdown, Rollins v Fiend one more time. And finally, after I'll say an okay match, I guess. Okay main event. The Fiend wins the Universal title, and now his title reign can begin. We had a amazing Fox debut backstage segment where he revealed the title, but we're all wondering.
You can ask Rob. I said before the Hell in a Cell match that he was going to win the title.
Okay, we get it, Ty! We moved on! Good lord! Jesus. Alright. So, everyone's like, is Bray Wyatt going to SmackDown, or is Bray Wyatt going to stay on Raw with the Universal title? Actually, a lot of people are saying he might just stay on Raw. But that's actually false. Because Fox was interested in Bray from the beginning once they heard that they heard WWE. So, they decided to draft Bray Wyatt and the Universal Champ at number 3 in the draft. That's how you know Bray has grown so much. You get drafted 3rd, that's pretty big. So shout out Bray Wyatt. So he got drafted 3rd to SmackDown, and he is the leader in that division with the Universal title. And of course by then, the way they did the draft was like really weird. Cause like they like protected picks instead of doing new picks. Like it was really weird. I don't know, it was weird, but it wasn't the worst draft in the world. But yeah, so they had the draft, and SmackDown drafted alright. Not the greatest, but alright. I think Raw had the better roster at that point. Even though they did get Bray Wyatt. But then it was revealed the following week, one of the worst Universal title belts. If you thought the Universal title was bad already because it looks like a Twizzler, this one looked like a damn blueberry. They just turned the belt blue with some voodoo magic from Bray Wyatt. He did a magic trick and then he turned it blue. And now we have a blue Universal title right now.
Rob, are you turned offline?
Yes, I am.
Dang it, I can't invite you.
So, they turned it blue, and Bray Wyatt now has a blue belt. However, it was revealed the following week, The Fiend has his own title. Yes, custom belt that has his face on it. It is creepy as fuck.
I mean, I like it, but it needs more work.
It needs a little bit more work, but I see where they were going with. That has potential to be a beautiful belt. However,
which one?
the potential to have a very scary Fiend belt has potential. They just have to work on it.
Oh hell, that thing costs a lot of money.
Oh yeah, oh you don't even know the price. I'm not gonna even
say the price. It costs a lot of money. I don't even know.
I'm sorry, but the Braves beat you Cardinals today.
It's spring training.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, but the Yankees killed. Yeah, but
the Yankees killed the Rays.
Yes, they did.
My guy Stanton was balling. He hit a home run.
Even though Stanton, even though he's injured,
he still can hit. At the DH spot, he was hitting that boy. Yo, unfortunately, they didn't put the Garrett Cole debut on TV, and I was tight mad.
We'll talk about MLB in a minute.
Alright, I'll talk about MLB in like after we're done with the rant. We'll talk about MLB. So we got that done. And now Bray has the title, and the next feud apparently was The Miz for some reason.
The Miz!
But the funniest part was we actually got Funhouse Bray fighting. The happiest dude fighting.
And
I actually like The Miz here.
This was the weirdest entrance I've ever seen in my life.
But it was hilarious and amazing. And the match itself was quality. The match itself was actually very good. Very, very good. So then, if the Miz can't get a piece of Bray, how about Daniel Bryan? Well, you got your wish.
Old school.
You got your wish. Daniel Bryan fought The Fiend for the first time at Survivor Series in a very entertaining match. I hated the red light, but it was very entertaining. And Daniel Bryan broke out the yes movement because, well, he said it was time to get out of the dark pit that is vegan Daniel Bryan.
I'm sorry, that was an amazing match.
That was great.
When he talked to the ring thinking he's Finn Balor.
Yeah. Then we had actually during the SmackDown, Bray Wyatt actually took off Daniel Bryan's beard. Yeah, he straight up ripped it. He ripped it straight up. Straight up ripped it. I was like, I did not think the Fiend was that thing. Jesus. But then the following pay-per-view at TLC, he returns as babyface, yes movement, no beard Daniel Bryan, and the crowd ate it all up. And I'm like, this is a match I want to see at Royal Rumble. This is what I want to see. So, the last match with the encounter, I believe, is the best match of the season. The strap match. This match was fantastic. It surprised me for a strap match. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of strap matches, but that Triple Threat match is fantastic. Like, they beat the absolute shit out of each other. And there was, and that, yo, Rob, you probably remember this from Rumble. He caught him in midair in that, Sister Abigail. Like, the went for the knee, caught him in midair. That was the best spot. That thing was crazy. But of course, it was pretty obvious. Bray Wyatt won. But it was a brutal match. And everyone believed that if Daniel gets one more shot, Daniel Bryan could beat The Fiend. And I believed it too. I wouldn't be mad if Daniel Bryan beat The Fiend. Because remember, The Fiend hasn't lost since then. Except tonight, of course, which we'll get to.
We'll get that in a minute.
So, basically, he has a great match with Daniel Bryan, and The Fiend's title reign is going in the right direction. Then, who did he fight in the Fiend? I don't recall. Who was after Daniel Bryan? It wasn't The Miz, because The Miz already fought.
I don't think he faced anyone after that.
Yeah, he was on a break, right? Yeah, he didn't fight anyone. Okay. So he didn't fight anyone. He took a break. He didn't fight anyone until... now. Get to the future
As much as I like Goldberg,
so, before we get to the match itself, we'll build it up. So Bray Wyatt had no one to face. The Fiend was unstoppable. No one could stop him. He even made fun of Hulk Hogan, which was hilarious. That was hilarious. He had great vignettes and everything. Everything went well. You know, Bray's living life as, you know, as champ, as you would expect. But then a new challenger comes in, and out of nowhere, it's Bill Goldberg. And everyone's like, wait. When did Bill Goldberg earn an opportunity at the Universal title?
he didn't.
Yeah, I don't recall either. this company has no logic. But yeah, so I guess he earned an opportunity. This is Goldberg's first match since the Dolph Ziggler match at SummerSlam. The same SummerSlam that Bray Wyatt debuted. Goldberg was there. So he fought Ziggler in a very interesting squash match.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh, was it?
I mean, the spear by Goldberg to Ziggler was hilarious.
Yes, it was.
That's one thing you could say. Even though you didn't think the whole thing was hilarious, because
The way Ziggler sold those spears was funny.
Hey, but I'll give Super Showdown now. Him and Mansoor had a great match. I really like Mansoor. He's actually he's like a really cool version of Ali. So, anyway, so basically that happened. But yeah, it was time for Goldberg to step up. And everyone's like, okay, this is just to help the Fiend build momentum because he's going to WrestleMania. Yeah, so basically we're like, oh, he'll probably, you know, a lot of people were scared that it was going to be Roman. A lot of people wouldn't be mad if it was John Cena. And a lot of people didn't want, what was the other choice? There was someone else.
No, I would have been that for Cena because they probably would have made a new Cena.
It was on Daniel. Oh yeah, it was Daniel that wanted the third opportunity, which I wouldn't be mad. So yeah, so that happened. And now, here we go. So, a day before, you know, the Bray Wyatt has arrived to Saudi Arabia in peace. By the way, all the superstars left Saudi Arabia with no problems, because I know Saudi Arabia had a big problem with the planes, which I never heard the full story on that, because some of it was fake, some of it was real. But basically, all the people that were in the Saudi Arabia trip got stuck in the middle of nowhere, and they had to wait an extra day to get back. That's where the NXT guys came in for SmackDown, which was fantastic. So, that happened. So, here we go. So, the day of the show, I did not watch the show, by the way, because I was on a trip to Microsoft to go check out some products with my school, so I was not able to catch it. However, I did catch the last match. So, it's the last match. It's Goldberg, The Fiend. The Fiend enters as usual, and then of course Goldberg enters as Goldberg. Yeah. So the match starts, spear already. I'm like, what?
I didn't watch it.
Spear, not even a minute into the match. Spear. Then he hits another spear, and another spear, and another spear, and another spear. And another spear. And then he finally hits one jackhammer. Well, actually, no. Sorry, no. More spears, more spears, more spears. Then, this actually, yeah, he hit him with a mandible claw. Goldberg somehow escaped. I don't know how the fuck he escaped, but he escaped. Tried to hit him with Sister Abigail, got reversed, and do a little spear. See the theme here? It's spear, 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 spear. See the theme here?
I do know he kicked out like 2 jackhammers though.
Yeah. Goldberg hit him with 1 jackhammer. Did he kick out? No, sorry, no, he didn't kick out of that one. He went for a first attempt jackhammer. He missed it. Reversed by Bray into a Sister Abigail. Goldberg kicks out. Then Goldberg finally gets a jackhammer. 1, 2, 3. Goldberg wins the end of this fight.
And I watched the reactions of the people. Woo!
Twitter was a cesspool today.
Vince, why?
I was laughing at Twitter because it was funny what people were saying.
Listen.
So they're gonna have Roman win the title from Goldberg so Roman can become champion again.
Yes! I knew that thing the whole time!
I knew the whole time too.
It's Roman!
I knew the whole I knew the whole time. No. I knew the whole time. I just didn't want to believe it. I just didn't want to believe it.
Roman. I knew he was gonna win because I was a friend for a while. But originally they did not want Goldberg at WrestleMania. But since they knew that John Cena was going to allow us, they switched it on us.
They did a hoodookie because now it seems like Cena's gonna fight the Fiend, which was out of legitimately nowhere. I just put it out there. He might fight Cena and then they have the 16th time where the champ wins the title and ties Ric Flair. But
I hope that does not happen. He already tied Ric Flair. I don't want him to win. No.
But he doesn't have the title, so the match doesn't matter anymore. Relax.
That's why I'm saying. That's why that's the only reason I'm happy Goldberg won. Was because of that.
That's probably the only good positive from him winning. That's about it. Everything else, what the fuck is WWE? Like a 40 to 50-year-old man out of the Universal title that's already had it once, beat Kevin Owens for it. Why?
Now,
because Goldberg.
Now it doesn't matter because Frank's gonna go from at WrestleMania and he's gonna win the title.
Both men are gonna get booed absolutely out the building. No one is safe.
Here we go, shoving Roman down our throats again.
It's called the Roman agenda.
I did not say, remember I said they were going to give the title back to Roman a couple months, maybe a year after he returned.
But what's the point? We tried the
because
Roman
actually
experience.
lost the title.
But we tried the Roman experience at least 3 times, and all 3 of them have failed. He's won almost every single title in this business, and cannot still get a good title run except his tag title reign with Rollins.
Roman is better as a mid-carder because they don't boo him as a mid-carder. They cheer him.
Yeah, when he had that small feud with, I don't remember the name, he had a small feud, and everybody was pretty happy with it. Everyone was like, oh, Roman on the title feud? But then now he started growing and we're like, uh-oh, don't put him on the title feud, don't put him on the title feud. Shit. So now he's back in the title feud.
And now, so it's going to be Shayna, Becky, Roman, Goldberg, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair,
Cena, Fiend, Edge, Orton, and then whatever we're doing with the tag.
Shayna's gonna die.
Also,
Edge gonna get this dub.
Edge will return either next week or the week after that.
Well, they already announced Becky Phoenix is gonna give them a medical update because they're married. So.
But I tell you this, if you want to do Guerrero Randy, have Orton punch his back.
That's too violent. That's way too violent. But yes, I mean, he's right.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
I mean, hey, if Randy Orton hit on Orton, if Orton can hit on Orton on Stephanie and kiss him in the lips in front of Triple H, yeah.
Or bring in Christian.
Or actually, yeah. I think that would get way more heat. You do it to your best friend Christian. You RKO him and you punch him directly in the face.
Right now, Orton. This shows why Orton is a dominant heel. This shows why Orton is the greatest heel of the modern era.
He's one of the best heels of this modern era in WWE for sure.
Now, why the fuck is the Bellator in the Hall of Fame?
I have a whole different story.
How did they get in before Christian?
There's so many names. No. Screw the men for the names. Let's look at some of the women that are not even in.
Victoria.
Yup.
Candy Michelle. No.
Yup. Actually, no. I think no, not Candy Michelle.
Molly Holly.
Oh yeah. How the fuck is Molly Holly not in it?
Get seriously. Johnny Weaver, he was crap.
Ross, what do you want your nickname to be on NBA? I'm doing a miley with all of us.
I'm gonna say this right now. With Batista going to the Hall of Fame, that is the only thing good going in the Hall of Fame. Batista and NWO.
And also, wait, who else was in that Hall of Fame?
And NWO.
Oh yeah, NWO deserved to definitely go in there. I know they're a WCW team, I know, but they did some stuff in the WWE. Look at the Hulk Hogan situation. He fought The Rock in one of the most electrifying matches of that era. Cause that match was just crazy.
Wow,
it might be this guy. It might be this. Comfortably. You can have live rosters, or you can use your Diamond Dynasty roster.
That's a good screenshot, Rob.
Listen, Rob. I like that music whenever it went. But I just need to finish. This is my last thing I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
WWE. Let me talk. You guys have had a very good string of Monday Night Raw. That Randy Orton Edge feud, I'm invested. I love that. I'm interested in Rollins, even though I hate him as a heel. I like his faction with Buddy Murphy and AOP. I'm not mad. I'm happy for Angel Garza.
Yeah, that's the best I can get to your hair.
And I'm happy in general for Raw. SmackDown though, you need a rebuild. You need to take your shit, come back up again, Undertaker's dead body, grab him back up again, and get him back in the hole that you came from Fox News.
No, wait a minute. I like the Undertaker. He's one of my greatest of all time, but the reason why Undertaker is bad because he wants to face AJ Styles, and he says that AJ Styles is a modern day Shawn Michaels.
So old, Rob. I get it. I love the Undertaker too, but he
looked great. He looks amazing.
It ain't Undertaker. It's Vince who brings it back every year.
Can't Undertaker just say no?
Let the man retire.
No. Undertaker should just say no. I want to retire, Vince. I'm not coming back.
He looks great.
No. I'm gonna say this about Brock. Vince is scared of Brock. Brock chooses his opponent. Brock chooses who he wants to face.
By the way, this is the first time in a long time that Brock was in an actual positive feud with Drew McIntyre. That's a really positive feud. That feud's actually doing very well. It's been a while since I actually been invested in a Brock feud.
Cause y'all didn't have to just let him bury Rick and shit like that.
Hey, I didn't make the booking. Who did? Vince McMahon. I didn't do that.
I'm gonna say this. WWE, give Sheamus right in my face.
Bro, he was on the bump last week and said, bro, they said it was out of date. I call bullshit.
And they said that fans do not remember this song. That is the perfect song to bring.
That is false. Everyone remembers the song.
Rob's loyalty would be 22.
What?
Oh, wow. This man said his loyalty's at 22. Get me out of here. Oh my God.
That is the closest I can get your hair. That is the closest I can get your hair.
Oh my God.
okay? This is crazy, bro.
The shortstop got traded. That's why they're gonna get killed in the regular season.
Wait.
So basically,
we got
punishment.
Alright. I want to say something right now before we end this fake video.
We got Paul.
Go ahead.
This is my last chance, WWE. I'm giving you one more chance. You have to give me this year, to give me something that I'm invested in, that I will love for the rest of the year. If you show me nothing this year, and show more disappointment, I will verbally and physically stop watching WWE.
I'm gonna say this.
By the way, NXT is safe. I know it's under the WWE banner, but NXT is safe. NXT is safe.
I'm gonna say this before we leave. If Vince allows Charlotte to bury Ripley, I'll have some Ripley's.
She's going to.
Rhea Ripley's had such a good year. I don't want it to end.
She beat Shayna Baszler, so Shayna Baszler can go to the main roster. And now this happened.
I don't know if you really want that to happen,
I don't even think the match is going to be that great. Anyway. Because I hate some of the matches now.
Pierce's jump shot or Mello's jump shot?
I hate freaking... I just...
Well, what do you think I stopped watching wrestling? I only watch it every now and then. I stopped it around 2016.
I stopped watching I don't watch it all day every day. Because AEW's taking my life, so...
Well, I don't even watch that anymore. I don't watch anything anymore.
I read something online that this dude was streaming on YouTube. He said AEW will never be as big as WWE. And he's right.
He's right about it. No, he's correct. WWE is the true American sports wrestling entertainment. That is very true. But that doesn't mean it's good.
But when you have Vince, who holds somebody's contract when they're injured, puts more dates on them, like Jeff Hardy, he's coming back soon. So his contract runs out in March, but he added another year to his contract.
Because he was injured. Which is bullshit. He should have just... So he has a chance to leave in March. Because Jeff Hardy... Because that's what Matt wanted. Matt wanted to wait for Hardy. But he doesn't know they added an extra year to his contract. So Matt is either going to leave or go to NXT.
Triple H, you're safe.
Yeah. Triple H to NXT and NXT UK. By the way, did you guys hear? Shawn Michaels is actually running NXT UK. That's really cool. I didn't know that. That's actually cool. That's actually cool. Yeah. He's actually running the back, like, cause remember, Triple H mentored Michaels in that role to learn how to, like, do the production and, like...
Man, whose free throw do you want?
Learn that.
Maybe he could teach somebody how to do the arm thing during his entrance.
Maybe.
So, do you just want Paul Pierce on all your shooting?
Maybe he could do something to teach somebody?
Wait, Ty, what are you doing?
I'm making a Dark Society.
NBA, which is retarded.
I'm making a Dark Society.
Yo, you making a Dark Society roster?
Yes,
yo, try to make me, my guy. I'll let you know what jump shot, whatever jump shot.
Come on, I'm trying and fucking NBA 22 get that Diamond Paul Pierce.
Good luck with that. That's a long run.
I'm just gonna give you a Stephen Curry pull-up. Dribble.
Okay.
Okay, guys. I'm going to end it.
So, my final words for everybody is, here's my recommendation. Get Vince to go to the XFL and bring in Triple H. Triple H brings his power and brings a new modern style look to WWE.
Just a minute.
And keep this. People will come flowing in like Adam Cole, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. Everyone will flow with it. You give them time to develop, you can have matches like Adam Cole, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, Gargano. You can get really good matches. You just need to develop it.
Because you let the guy to have MJ's layup package.
Because really, Triple H at the helm at the chairman spot has potential to save this company.
He knows how to run a business.
From where it is. He knows. You've seen NXT. NXT always sells out. Always sells out. They sell out every single takeover. They sell out every single NXT UK show because Triple H knows what he's doing. Oh, and also William Regal also knows what he's doing too. Him and William Regal are absolutely amazing. Oh my god, yo, I'm dying laughing! Vader just eliminated Roman Reigns from my fake Rumble.
I'm gonna say this though.
That's hilarious.
Vince doesn't want Triple H to run the company. He wants Shane McMahon to.
I mean, that can be a good or bad thing. It depends on what Shane's vision is.
That or Stephanie.
Or probably Stephanie will probably do the what is it? The women's division, which could be near or there. If you get some of the women's writers from NXT and bring them up, that can help out Stephanie. That'd be a good writing team right there.
This will probably be the last thing for a while because coming soon, March 27th to 29th, 2-day free trial of Hunter fucking Browns.
Predator Hunter Browns, you can see my profile picture. I'm hyped, ready to go. Also, guys, and right now my TV is blacking in and out. I plan to get a new TV somewhere later in the month before Predator comes out. I'll be getting a smart TV, and I'm excited. I'll get me a smart TV.
It is this summer. I'm gonna give me a big ass TV.
Yeah, I'm getting me a smart TV for my room. And oh, by the way, I'm gonna quickly skim through Super Showdown and just tell you the negatives and the positives because we were supposed to do a full review, but I was just ranting on the main event. So Viking Raiders and OC, another decent match. I like the Viking Raiders a lot, but it was an okay match. OC won this match. I picked Viking Raiders, so okay. The 2 in each trophy gauntlet. Apparently, the Undertaker can return on the pre-show. Didn't know that. Yeah. The 2 in each trophy gauntlet. This match was okay.
Truth.
Of course.
My boy Truth.
Of course.
My boy Truth. Eliminated Bobby Lashley and Andrade.
How the fuck you gonna do the Truth 5-knuckle shuffle?
How you gonna do Andrade dirty like that though? I don't care for Lashley.
It was funny and I was happy.
I hate Lashley. So I'm happy R-Truth eliminated Lashley. And I hate Lana. Shut up, Lana. Jesus Christ. Shut the
Lana, shut up. You got more mouth on you than you suck dick.
Seriously. You're worse than Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan barely even talks.
At least you know how to keep quiet.
Yeah, good point. And of course, R-Truth got defeated by Eric Rowan via disqualification. Then, finally, AJ eliminates R-Truth via submission by Calf Crusher. And then, out of nowhere, Rey Mysterio gets attacked by OC. And then, The Undertaker came out. Undertaker choke slam Tombstone for the win and wins the... How do you say that?
That's up the match for WrestleMania.
How do you say
okay,
that?
how about this? As what AJ Styles calls it, the Gauntlet title. The Gauntlet trophy.
Okay, so the Undertaker won the Gauntlet title. Got it. Next we had Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. I actually really enjoyed this match. I really enjoy Angel Garza and how he does with Humberto Carrillo. They're really good in the ring. Like Angel Garza is the future. Wait, what?
Who the hell is that kid?
You need to watch more NXT. I'm sorry. He's just starting to blow. He basically just started blowing up.
I haven't been watching wrestling at all lately. Nothing. The only thing I watch is when John Moxley highlights on AEW.
Hey, do you think he's gonna beat Jericho at what is it?
Hey,
he's gonna beat
Jericho at Revolution
live.
You don't watch AEW live.
I mean, if you want to join us, because I have the pay-per-view pre-ordered. If you want to join, then you can. I have it. Well, I'm gonna be watching it, so.
Brian, invite me to whenever we have the free trial. Invite me to Predator.
Oh right, yeah, right. I got you.
I am.
Cause wait. So I'm guessing the free trial is gonna be the online mode, right?
Yes.
Yay! We can play online. Awesome.
And the entire game is online.
Next match, we had the Raw Tag Team Championship. Seth Rollins and Murphy Street Profits. I actually really enjoyed this match. This match is actually really good. The Street Profits are like that special team that is like a really good future tag team champs. And I wouldn't be mad if they win the tag titles soon enough. So, shout out to Street Profits. Then we had Dolph Ziggler and Mansoor. Not as good as the Cesaro match, but not bad. Mansoor with the victory, of course. Then we had probably the worst, other than the both title match. Yo, someone combined the times of how long both title matches were. Those both title matches, the main ones, the world titles, they combined for only 3 minutes each.
Well.
Yeah. Combined. Yeah, this Brock Ricochet match was a complete squash. There's nothing else to it. There's nothing else to it. It was a complete squash match. Legitimately, there's no point. It is a complete squash match. That was one of the worst matches on the card. And so, and Naomi, very entertaining match. For the women especially, because I know the women are getting more publicity going to Saudi Arabia now, because they got the okay from the government. So that's a W there for WWE. And then the absolute worst match of the night, Fiend Goldberg, and Goldberg wins the Universal title.
Goldberg, I like you, but no.
No. Stop it. No. No. Stop it.
Stop it.
Okay? Okay? Stop it. And I'm gonna rate this show one of the worst Saudi Arabia shows of the year.
Yes.
This was the worst one. My favorite one will always be Greatest Royal Rumble, because there was actually quality matches on that one. Then it would be the no, not that one. Oh, the second Crown Jewel, the first Super Showdown, and then the two other Super Show. Because it's like, why are they using the same name so many times? Like 4 Super Showdowns. 2 other Super Showdowns go down to the bottom. But my favorite out of state, out of country, pay-per-views. Super Showdown in Australia, Beast in the East in Japan. Love those two. Those two were quality. And they had Finn Balor and Kevin Owens from NXT, which was a crazy match. That's quality. Yeah, so
That happened.
my official rating for
A -1.
Saudi Arabia, yeah, oh, it's a 1. I usually give them a benefit of the doubt, say like a 3.
I'll give it a -10.
The finish is a -10.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, but yeah, the finish is a -10. The mid card was There was 2 good matches to 3. Everything else was complete shit. It is a 1 out of 10 for me. It is one of the worst.
Oh!
This is one of the worst pay-per-views of the year so far. If this can get up to a 0,
That did it.
that did it. That did it. Because most of the shows, not the specials, but most of the pay-per-views have either been mediocre or decent. Nothing more though. Nothing more. I can't even say good. AEW I call excellent pay-per-view. New Japan's pay-per-view say is about an excellent to good. MLW shows, it's a good. And then Impact shows somewhere in the middle. It's good and bad. This is a bad part, this is a really good part. But yeah, the worst out of the list, this is the worst Saudi Arabia show. This was really bad. They buried Ricochet. They buried The Fiend. They basically set up all the WrestleMania matches I didn't want. Maybe except Fiend Cena, because that could be interesting, because of the story. But other than that, no. At least you continue with the Rollins, which I'm hoping we're probably going to get Rollins-Owens. That could be a fun match for the U.S. title. Well, not for the U.S. title, sorry, no. Sorry. Singles match, grudge match, because I forgot the other guy has the U.S. title on on Raw. But yeah. So that's what I would say. Again, WWE, another mediocre to basically terrible pay-per-view. I would rather watch Fury Deontay Wilder. And I don't even watch boxing. But I know Tyson Fury. That boy can box.
I like old school boxing, but not today's boxing.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But it's getting better as it goes. The modern boxing is going to get a lot better. There's a lot more better names up there that people like. Which is a good thing. It's a good thing for boxing. Because boxing could be really good. Boxing could be kind of unknown because a lot of people don't know. For instance, the UFC. Everybody loves Conor McGregor. He destroyed...
Yes, he did.
He destroyed Cowboy Donald Cerrone. Absolutely murdered him in his first fight. And I hope he beats the shit out of Khalid. I need him to beat that Russian ass. I fucking hate him. He's the worst. But yeah, so... Anyway, guys, I guess we'll run through one more positive news. The MLB news, so let's get to it. So as Rob was saying before, there are now officially... The custom franchise has returned, but it's under a new name. Custom Leagues. Now, what is Custom Leagues exactly? Well, it's basically, you can grab a friend. And you can grab someone that has the game and do your own custom franchises with editing and everything. So let's say you want to rebuild the Washington Nationals. And you want to do it with a friend. Let's say your friend, kind of like Madden. Like, you know how Madden, like, you could pick a football team, you could rebuild them. Let's say you want to do a rebuild. And but your friend, on older games, you can't get on with a friend. You have to do it via share play. Not anymore. You can hop online with a friend, make a franchise, hop on with a friend, and you both can rebuild and change your rosters. Oh, you can also face each other, which is pretty cool. So on the schedule,
and here's the trick.
they'll cross paths.
You can take your Diamond Dynasty character and put it.
Oh yes, I forgot.
Your custom leagues, and every time you get a hit with the low-ranking people, those people rank up.
Yes, so you can basically take your basic, not your basic, I know. You can take some of your Diamond Dynasty cards that you're not using to your franchise. Yeah, they're combining it together. They're combining it now.
I'll let Brian, when we get the chance, he can watch the video.
Yeah, I watched some of it, but I need to finish the rest of it because it's like a very long video.
And let's reveal.
But I will say, this MLB 20 features we've gotten so far looks like one of the best MLB live games we've had in a very long time.
Yep.
It's looking like one of the best games. Now, 19 was a step in the right direction. They had better packs, they had better pack odds, they had better game modes. The micro was very interesting with, like, the progression. Like, it wasn't bad in any way. The packs weren't too expensive. You could actually have a chance to get a diamond this year. So here, they actually put a lot of, luckily, I'm here on the PlayStation blogs on my computer. And let me show you how really customized this is. So you can name your own team. So here's an example. They named it Boba Bays.
That's cool.
You can have an atmosphere to relax. And there was two other ones. They didn't put them up, but you can have them to different atmosphere. Now, this is huge. This is what NBA has. Memberships. Open or closed. So let's say you want to have it open to the public. Anyone can join. You can do that. If you just want to have it closed with a friend, you can. You can just close it and have it your friend and you. Or another friend that you can invite. You can also put the amount of teams that are on. So let's say you have like 4 people. You could do 4 people, which is pretty dope. Let's say a lot of people have the game and you want to do a franchise online. You can do that. There's also postseason teams on how many postseason teams you can have. You can have one where you can have 2 that go to the World Series. Or you could have like 4 and then they'll have elimination style to go to the World Series. You can also pick the innings, how many innings you want to have per game. So let's say you want to like speed through the season, you can have like 3 innings. But let's say you want to go realistic, you can have 9 innings each game. That can be very excessive. So I'd recommend keeping it like around. I'd say
3
this,
to 5 innings.
like 3 to 5. I'd even throw in 6 because 6 is not too long. But don't go any higher unless you want that realistic style. You go with 9, but 9 is just outrageous. Then of course you could also use the 40-man rosters and your Diamond Dynasty collection, just like Rob said. So the Diamond Dynasty collection is all the cards that you're in collection. Let's say you have hella diamonds. You could grab all those diamonds and put them into your roster without dropping the cards in. You don't lose the card. You just take the collection and put it on the game, which I think is a very unique feature that more games should do. It's like, hey Rob, you know how you have a really good team on NBA Live?
Yeah.
Not NBA Live, NBA 2K.
Mhm.
Let's say you combine that and you bring that team to your franchise. You have the greatest team on the court. So that would be dope. So I'd say take notes, NBA. Take notes. You could also have season-long format with the playoffs and World Series, and it also basically says you could form up to 10 teams.
Wow.
Sheesh. That's a lot of teams. That's a lot of people. It's
So
about 10
somebody
people.
Takes the bread, I'm gonna flip.
Right. By the way, if you pre-order on March 13th, you get early access to all
That's
of
what
them.
I'm doing tomorrow. Pre-ordering.
If I somehow get money somehow, I'll pull the trigger. But right now, kind of broke. I don't have right now. Cause I pre-ordered Predator, so I'm kind of broke.
Yeah, that Predator kicked your ass.
Well, it wasn't too expensive. I only got it was only 40. But like I also had I had to use it for something else, so I don't have right now. But hey, if birthday rolls around and they still got the MVP, the highest version, I'll buy that one because you got a 99.
No, you got the legendary. No, you got the
Javi, you're biased. Yeah, that's the one I'm probably gonna get. We're gonna 99. Javi, you're biased. Javi, you're biased.
Hey.
And you also get a pick of one of 30 Diamond players, Diamond Dynasty
And a
players.
Diamond player can choose to be on your team. Big Poppy.
Yeah, Big Poppy's one of the choices. I feel like that's gonna be your choice, but I could be wrong. But yeah. So online custom leagues with MLB, I think this is a huge step in the right direction. I'm hoping soon enough we could get more online stuff.
Draft, but you can trade.
Yeah, you could trade with friends. That's the thing they need to work on. Doing the draft, doing the MLB draft, the drafts prospects. That'd be dope. But that's like really the only like small negative. But hey, this is the first time they've done it in years. Do you remember what was the last game they had this? I'm trying
MLB 17 online franchise.
Oh shit, they had in 17? Oh, I didn't even know. I don't even know.
Hey, we gotta re-download that.
Hey, you know what? I never tried it on 17. I thought it was just a myth, but
no, it's not. No, we got online franchise.
Oh. Okay, well.
Listen, I'm re-downloading 17.
Yep. I'm right behind you. Right behind you. That's the one with Ken Griffey, right? I should have that one. Oh yeah, I do. Hey, I know you were lit when you saw. I know you were lit when you saw the Ken Griffey mode in the game, which is a fun mode, by the way. I recommend it. It's basically where you play a old school arcade Ken Griffey Jr. baseball.
If you have MLB 17, 18, or 19,
What? Downloading it now. Da 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 da. Hey, Robbie there? Robbie, Robert's son. Where did that motherfucker go? Where'd that motherfucker go? My heart can't take it, jamming. I feel good. Hold on, guys. We're gonna transfer back to Robert. Sorry, there was a party error on the thing. Oh, that was weird. I didn't think I didn't even notice I lagged out. Cause I can't see because of the blackout. Cause I can't see because of the blackout. Cause of the blackout, I can't see. It's hard to see because of the blackout thing. Yeah, they added basically from the 3 last titles. This is the 20th game in the series, which is crazy. 20 games for this series? Insanity. You basically, since it's like the 20th anniversary of this game, you get a chance to pick 3 golds from 3 of the last 3 cover athletes. Griffey, Harper, Judge. You already know I'm probably going with my guy, Judge. You already know. Yes, that's right. If you take some of the cards that were the cover stars and you want to put them on the league to be your collections, you can do that. But they will be ranked up to diamond status. Yeah, what did they reveal today? What did they reveal today? Oh, OG Todd. Okay, I like it. It's damn. How long has it been since Todd's been in the game? Since he retired, right? Damn. So the big one was Todd Helton. That's really cool. Hey, if you guys don't know who Todd Helton, he was a legend for the Rockies. Yeah, bro. Well, we're about to make. And the best part about it. And the best part about it, the custom online leagues, right? You'll be able to customize with your logos and everything. So let's say like you want to download some logos and put it on your new team. You could do that. You could put logos. You could put jerseys. They won't be plain. You could just use custom stuff from the download the logos. Okay, bet. I forgot. I forgot. I have to change. I have to stop the stream and then change to share play. Yeah, we'll be guys back in a minute. Oh, by the way, thank you guys for joining me for the Super Showdown rant. That was one of the biggest rants I've ever done. And by the way, fuck Goldberg. Anyway, I'm out. This. We'll be back for MLB.